Jason Day, born the 12th of November 1987, is an Australian professional golfer and PGA Tour member. He is a former world number 1 in the world golf ranking, having first achieved the ranking in September 2015. Day first broke into the world's top 10 in June 2011, rising to world number 9 after his runner-up finish at the US Open. In February 2014, Day won his first WGC title, the WGC Accenture Match Play Championship, and would win it for a second time in 2016. With his 2016 win, he joined Tiger Woods and Jeff Ogilvy as the only multiple winners of the WGC Match Play. He went on to win his first major tournament at the 2015 PGA Championship, scoring a record 20 strokes under par and rising to number 3 in the world rankings. Early life Day was born in Beaudesert, Queensland. His father, Alvin, was Australian, and his mother, Denning, was born in the Philippines and moved to Australia in the early 1980s. He has 2 siblings, Yana and Kim. His father took him to Beaudesert Golf Club and enrolled him as a junior member just past his 6th birthday. He was allowed to play 6 holes a day as a junior. At the age of 8, his family moved to Rockhampton, and during this period he began to win events in the surrounding districts. Alvin Day died of stomach cancer when Jason was 12. Day's mother sent him to Coralbin International School, which had a golf course attached. Later he went to Hills International College, where they have a golf academy, at the behest of his coach, Colonel Swatton, who had moved there when Coralbin School closed down. Day borrowed a book about Tiger Woods from his roommate, and it inspired him to improve his golf by practicing in the early morning, at lunchtime and in the evening. He used the book's reports of Woods's scores as his benchmark for improvement and as a reachable standard. His first big win was at the age of 13 in a 2000 Australian Masters Junior event on the Gold Coast, where he won with scores of 87, 78, 76 and 76. Amateur career As an amateur, Day was twice awarded the Australian Junior Order of Merit. He finished 7th and was the leading amateur at the Queensland Open. Day won the Australian Boys Amateur in 2004. His amateur success extended to the United States, where he won the Boys 15-17 division at the 2004 Callaway World Junior Championship and was runner-up in the 2005 Porter Cup. He was a member of the Golf Australia National Squad. Professional career 2006-10. Early career Day turned professional in July 2006 after winning the green jacket at the NEC Master of the Amateurs, signing with TaylorMade and Adidas, and immediately began playing PGA Tour events, principally through sponsors exemptions. He made the cut in 5 of his first 6 PGA Tour events as a pro, with a best finish of 11th at the Reno Tahoe Open and with official winnings of over $160,000. He entered PGA Tour qualifying, or Q School, placed in the second of 3 rounds. He tied for first in his section of the second round, advancing to the Q School finals. However, in the 6-round finals he played poorly, shooting 15 shots higher than the score needed to qualify. Accordingly, he failed to earn his 2007 PGA Tour card but earned conditional status on the Nationwide Tour for 2007. Day won his first Nationwide Tour event in July 2007 at the Legend Financial Group Classic, becoming the youngest man to win on any of the PGA Tour's 3 tours. The win jumped him to 8th on the Nationwide Tour's money list. He ended up finishing 5th on the money list to earn his PGA Tour card for 2008. He had a mediocre season, but had conditional status for 2009. A second-place finish at the Puerto Rico Open helped Day retain his card for 2010, and he finished 69th in the money list. In May 2010, he became the youngest Australian to win a PGA Tour event, winning the HP Byron Nelson Championship. Day gained entry into his first ever major championship at the 2010 Open Championship after Greg Norman withdrew. Day went on to make the cut and finish in a tie for 60th place. In August 2010, Day made his first appearance at the PGA Championship, where a 66 on Saturday helped him to finish 7 under par for the tournament and earn his first top 10 in a major. This run of form continued during the FedEx Cup playoff season, where Day enjoyed top 5 finishes at the first 2 playoff events to qualify for the season-ending Tour Championship. He would go on to finish T17 at East Lake Golf Club and ended the 2010 season ranked 21st on the PGA Tour money list. 2011-14. Contending in majors At the 2011 Masters Tournament, Day birdied the last 2 holes, but came up 2 strokes short of eventual winner Charles Schwartzel. Day tied for second with Adam Scott and at -12 set the Masters record for the lowest score by a first-time participant. This was his best performance in a major championship, and throughout the final round Day was tied for the lead on a number of occasions before eventually finishing in a tie for second after Schwartzel made 4 consecutive birdies to win the tournament. In June 2011, Day Day participated at Congressional for the 2011 U.S. Open, his maiden appearance in a U.S. Open. Following his successful run at the Masters, Day achieved consecutive second-place finishes in the majors, this time finishing alone in second, some 8 strokes behind runaway leader Rory McIlroy. He shot the equal lowest round of the week on Saturday, a 65, to jump up the leaderboard into a tie for third after round 3. On Sunday, although he did not challenge for the lead, he was the best of the rest of the field as the Open was dominated by wire-to-wire winner McIlroy. As a result of his major performances, Day moved into the official World Golf Ranking Top 10 for the first time in his career at 9th. Despite not winning a tournament during 2011, Day ended the season ranked 9th on the PGA Tour money list. He contended in a major once again at the 2013 Masters tournament when he shot rounds of 70 and 68 to take a one-shot lead over Fred Couples going to the weekend. In the third round, Day was tied for the lead through 16 holes but bogeyed the last 2 holes to shoot a 73 and finished 2 shots behind Brandt Snedeker and Angel Cabrera. During the final round, Day got off to a quick start by going birdie eagle to take a one-shot lead. Day would later go on to birdie 13, 14, and 15 to take a one-shot lead with 3 holes to play. However, he bogeyed 16 and 17 and just missed a birdie putt at 18 that would have tied the lead. He shot a 70 and finished 2 shots back in third place behind Adam Scott and Cabrera. Day finished as a runner-up for the third time in a major championship at the 2013 U.S. Open at Marion Golf Club. He finished in a tie for second alongside Phil Mickelson, 2 strokes behind Justin Rose. Day tied the lead with a birdie at the 10th, but bogeys at 11, 14, and 18 would prevent him from winning his first major championship. It was the second time in his career Day had finished as a runner-up at the U.S. Open, and Day is also the only player in 2013 to hold a lead on the back 9 Sunday at both majors. He tied for the lowest cumulative score in all 4 majors in 2013, with fellow Australian Adam Scott at +2. In February 2014, Day won his first World Golf Championship event, the WGC Accenture Match Play Championship, after a final in which Victor Dubuisson won the last 2 holes to tie, then twice scrambled halves after missing greens at the extra holes before Day finally secured victory. The win lifted Day to 4th in the world rankings. 2015, Major Champion and World 1 == In February 2015, Day won his 3rd PGA Tour event and his 7th title as a pro, winning the Farmers Insurance Open with a score of 279-9, after prevailing in a 4-way playoff over Harris English, J.B. Holmes and Scott Stallings. He won at the second hole with a par while Holmes made bogey, after English and Stallings were eliminated at the first hole. The victory lifted Day back to 4th in the official World Golf Ranking. During the second round of the 2015 U.S. Open, Day collapsed on his 18th hole, the 9th hole on the course, having started the day on the 10th. He was very slow to get back up and was shaking and wobbly. It was later revealed that this was due to vertigo, a diagnosis Day had received from his doctor a month prior. However, the very next day, when he wasn't even sure if he would play, Day ended the third round tied for the lead. He finished the tournament tied for 9th. At the 2015 Open Championship at St. Andrews, Day entered the final round as one of the 54-hole co-leaders and shot a bogey-free 70 to finish at 14 under par and 1 stroke outside of the 3-way playoff. He had a putt for birdie on the 72nd hole to join the playoff but left it inches short. Day's tie for 4th, however, was his best finish at the Open Championship and was the 6th time he had finished in the top 5 of a major without winning one. The following week at the RBC Canadian Open in Oakville, Canada, Day outlasted Bubba Watson and hometown favorite David Hearn to win the tournament, his second tour victory of the season and 4th overall. He made birdies on the last 3 holes in the final round to take a 1-stroke victory. The 2015 PGA Championship was the final major championship of the 2015 season, hosted at the historic Whistling Straits. Jason Day produced an exceptional performance shooting rounds of 68, 67, 66 and 67 to best his nearest competitor, Jordan Spieth, by 3 strokes, also preventing him from winning a 3rd major championship that season. Although Spieth did dethrone Rory McIlroy to become the No. 1 ranked PGA player, Jason Day also set a new record that week, becoming the first player in history to finish at 20 under par in a major. Day's hot streak continued with wins in the Barclays and the BMW Championship, 2 of the first 3 events in the FedEx Cup playoffs. As a result of the BMW Championship win, on the 20th of September 2015, Day gained the world number 1 ranking for the first time. Day entered the Tour Championship as the FedEx Cup leader, but he finished tied for 10th. Jordan Spieth would win the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup as well as retaking the number 1 world ranking. 2016 After a missed cut in the defense of his Farmers Insurance Open title, Day claimed his first win of the year and 8th overall on the PGA Tour at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, where he beat Kevin Chappell by 1 shot. Day's victory was wire-to-wire, having shot all 4 rounds under par, 6-6, 6-5, 7-0, 7-0, to finish with a -17 total. He birdied the 17th hole during the final round and had to get up and down from the bunker on the 72nd hole to hold on for the win. Day rose 1 place in the world rankings to number 2, overtaking Rory McIlroy. Just a week later, Day was in the winner's circle again at the WGC Dell Match Play. He overtook Jordan Spieth to reach World No. 1 with his progression through to the semi-finals before beating Louis Oosthuizen 5-4 in the final in Austin, Texas for his 9th PGA Tour win. He followed these victories up with a 4-stroke, wire-to-wire win at the 2016 Players' Championship for his 10th career PGA Tour victory. Afterwards, he was hailed by world number 2 and nearest rival Jordan Spieth, while Adam Scott called his run of form Tiger-esque. In late June, Day announced that he would not be playing in the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, citing concerns over the Zika virus. As of July 2016, Day has earned over $33 million in prize money on the PGA Tour. 2017 On the 1st of January 2017, Nike announced that Day was joining Nike Golf ahead of the SBS Tournament of Champions at Kapalua the following week. It was announced that he will wear Nike clothes, shoes and gloves, following the brand's decision to stop making clubs and balls. Nike Golf unveiled a commercial to announce the multi-year sponsorship deal worth a reported $10 million a year. Day was known to have the RBC logo on the collar of his shirts, but because Nike does not allow other sponsorships to be seen on their apparel, his sponsorship contract with RBC was not renewed. He continues to wear the Lexus logo on the left sleeve of his shirts, as he previously did before using Nike apparel. Personal life. Day married Ellie Harvey, of Lucas, Ohio, in 2009. The couple live in Westerville, Ohio. The couple have 1 son, born in 2012, and a daughter, Lucy, born on the 11th of November 2015. On the 17th of December 2015, while watching a Cleveland Cavaliers game against Oklahoma City Thunder at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ellie sustained injuries after Cavaliers player LeBron James collided with her while attempting to retrieve a loose ball. She exited the arena in a stretcher with her head immobilized and was admitted to a nearby hospital. He had previously lived in Orlando, Florida, and Fort Worth, Texas. In November 2013, 8 of Day's relatives in the Philippines, including his grandmother, died during Typhoon Haiyan. Recognition. 2015 The Don Award, Sport Australia Hall of Fame. 2015 Inaugural Greg Norman Medal. 2015 Queensland Sports Star of the Year. 2016 Greg Norman Medal. Amateur wins. This list may be incomplete. 2003 Adina Watches Junior Tournament. 2004 Queensland Amateur, Australian Boys Amateur, New Zealand Under-19 Championship, Callaway World Junior Championship, Boys 15 to 17, Adina Watches Junior Tournament, 2005 Victorian Junior Masters, 2006 Australian Amateur Stroke Play, Master of the Amateurs, Queensland Amateur, professional wins, 15, PGA Tour wins, 10, PGA Tour playoff record, 1-1, nationwide tour wins, 1, other wins, 4, 2012, 1, Wendy's 3 Tour Challenge, with Davis Love III and Nick Watney, 2013, 2, ISPS Handa World Cup of Golf, individual title and team with Adam Scott, 2014, 1, Franklin Templeton Shootout, with Cameron Tringale, major championships, wins, 1, results timeline, cut missed the halfway cut, WD withdrew, T tied, DNP did not play, green background for wins, yellow background for top 10, summary, most consecutive cuts made 17, 2013 Masters, 2017 Masters, current, longest streak of top 10s 5, 2015 US Open, 2016 US Open, World Golf Championships, wins, 2, results timeline, results not in chronological order prior to 2015, DNP did not play, QF, R16, R32, R64 round in which player lost in match play, WD withdrew, T tied, green background for wins, yellow background for top 10, PGA Tour career summary, asterisk as of 2016 season, team appearances, Professional, President's Cup, representing the international team, 2011, 2013, 2015, World Cup, representing Australia, 2013, winners, equipment Equipment is accurate as of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the 11th of February 2016. Driver, TaylorMade M1 460, 10.5 DEG adjusted to 9 degrees. Forward, TaylorMade Aeroburner 3HL. Irons, TaylorMade RSI 2, 2 iron, TaylorMade RSI TP, 4 PW. Wedges, TaylorMade Tour Preferred EF, 47, 52 ATV and 58 ATV. Putter, TaylorMade Ghost Spider Itsy Bitsy Black Prototype. Ball, TaylorMade Tour Preferred X, 2016. See also List of golfers with most PGA Tour wins. List of men's major championships winning golfers. 2007 Nationwide Tour graduates. References External links Jason Day at the PGA Tour of Australasia official site. Jason Day at the PGA Tour official site. Jason Day at the official World Golf Ranking official site. Jason Day player profile. Golf Australia.